Is playing now at the Aronoff Center downtown. And this morning we have one of the stars here in our studio. Rishi Golani plays Phoenix in the show. It's so good to see you, Rishi.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for waking up early. So tell us a little bit about your character, Phoenix.
Sure. Well, Phoenix is kind of this new guy in town in Connecticut, and he's not from there, and his family moves there, and he's kind of just, you know, dealing with family issues and trying to fit in school. And then he meets Frankie, who is the lead girl in our show, and he is infatuated with her, not just because she's pretty, but because she's smart and she's different, and she wants to say something to people, and he just is kind of like a kindred spirit in that sort of way. And so they kind of have this connection, and and I get to basically just like be a love interest and kind of like her support system throughout the show.
And a perfect part of the musical. Now, we've seen other shows like this that are based on the songs from one music legend, like Billy Joel's Moving Up, and there's some other ones. But this one has an original story. Mm-hmm. How does it come together with those Alanis Morissette songs?
Well, I think that, oh my gosh, they did such a phenomenal job, because oftentimes when I watch jukebox musicals, I mean, we're just seeing the songs and they're phenomenal, but in our story, when Alanis was approached, she even stated, I want this to be not about me, but about something that is relevant and present. And that's why I think it's so powerful, because the music, even though it was written in the 90s, I think is as relevant today. The themes about wanting to break free from societal norms and from wanting to just express yourself and be free, I think are so relevant, especially in my generation. As you can see, everyone in Gen Z just being wanting to create progress in society. And
I totally agree with you.
Exactly.
Your generation does that. Yes, like more acceptance, more tolerance, more diversity.
Exactly.
But also at the base of the story, it's a family story, right?
Exactly. And that's what's the most important thing, family. And our show does not shy away from how really crazy family can be. But also the most important thing about our show is that you have to listen to your family, accept your family, and make amends and fess up when you've messed up.
Yeah, and I think often too, it kind of shows how you don't always know what's going on in somebody's family or their home. But this show has really grown a cult following. Tell me a little bit about what that is like for you and the other actors.
I think it's so cool that people enjoy our show, and I love that. I mean, people are singing along, and people already know the music going in, and they're like, the support is super important to us. You know, to feel that people really feel the material deep inside of them, because that's what we're trying to make, a connection. And I think as long as people are feeling that, then we're doing our job.
Yeah, I was reading reviews from other cities, and it almost sounds like a concert performance, the way people are standing up and singing and pumping their arms and getting really excited about it. Yeah. Is that one of your favorite parts? What are some of your favorite things about this show in particular? I
love that we can, you know, take people to like this really high moment where they're like going crazy, and then all of a sudden, we bring them to like a moment where they cannot look away. And I love that, because the show commands attention, and then it earns it in other ways where it's very silent, and then the people are like, what just happened?
Wow.
And I think that's really important, to get people in and out and just have them appreciating every part of our show.
That's why it's a Tony Award-winning musical, because it punches all those boxes, right? Is it your first tour?
It's my first anything.
Are you having a great time?
The best time in the world.
Your first anything?
My first anything.
God, Rishi, congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy your time in Cincinnati. Go see Jagged Little Pill at the Aronoff. Broadway in Cincinnati brings so many great shows, and it's here through what date? Do you remember?
Sunday's our last show.
Sunday's the last show. We've got ticket information, local12.com, or just go to the Cincinnati Arts Association. It was such a pleasure to meet you, Rishi.
Pleasure's mine.
Break a leg while
Thank
you're
you
here.
So much.
Okay. We'll be back with more. We've got more live theater just ahead. A dance troupe bringing diversity to the dance floor. And we're chatting with the director next on Good Morning Cincinnati.